Hi everyone. Thanks for joining Maroon Oak Speaker Series, where we bring you info, ideas, and inspiration on topics that matter most to women entrepreneurs and professionals. Today we'll talk about making Facebook work for you, or smart ways you can optimize Facebook before you pay to play. About me, my name is Pooja Krishna, and I have spent close to 25 years in corporates and running my own show. I teach, mentor, and write extensively about how entrepreneurs can build businesses that are truly in tune with their customer needs. So, how does a business optimize Facebook? Getting visibility on Facebook seems to be a humongous challenge. Reach has reached rock bottom, traffic is close to nil, and you need to pay to play. So the big question is, how do we get more eyeballs to our business, generate more leads, clicks, and conversions? But before you despair, here's a few things you can definitely do. Of all social media, Facebook in particular dominates how we get our customers' attention. Four of the apps consumers use most, Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp, are all owned by Facebook. The starting step here is to strategize your Facebook presence. Don't assume that your Facebook audience is the same as your business audience, though yes, there will be overlaps. The first thing is to know your audience well. Profile them by gender, age, and interests. And then tailor your message accordingly by customizing your content and your offering. The question today isn't really whether to do Facebook, it is how well. So, how can you do Facebook well? Make sure that you share content that gets your audience's attention, gets them to respond via likes, comments, and shares. Promote both through paid and free ways. You can do an ad, boost a post, share on groups, create and advertise events. And finally, make sure that your customers are talking about you, because more than anything, people trust peer reviews today. And you can do all of that by actively seeking reviews and endorsements. But before you do these ads, boosts, and promotions, let's take a look at your personal profile and your Facebook pages and how you can optimize those in order to boost your reach and traffic first. Start with your personal profile because Facebook is about people first, and profiles are way richer today than they were ever before. The reason? Facebook is competing with the likes of LinkedIn and Twitter. They want to be your social channel professionally too. On your profile, your personal profile, and not your page, have you updated your contact info? Don't forget to add links to your other social media. I did mine, and that's what you see on my profile, even though you're not my Facebook friend. Mind you, all this info is already available through a simple Google search, so you're just making your brand stronger. You can also tag your pages like I did with my two, or the ones you work at, even volunteer with, or write for. Now let's move on to your page. Set up your page for info and conversions. You don't have to restrict yourself to a profile picture anymore. Do a video instead, which tells the viewer more about you, and the great thing is that it autoplays in a loop. A few things to keep in mind are: restrict your video length to a max of 15 seconds. Also, since most videos play on mute, use titles so your message is super clear. And finally, make sure that your main message or image is in the center. Facebook profile videos show up differently on mobile devices and desktop, and this way you can optimize both. Now here's a profile video from my company Maroon Oak, where we tried to incorporate all of the things that I'm telling you. fans visit your page, give them options. You can use the default tabs on pages, or you can customize your own and reorder them in a way that's most meaningful to your business. If you see, for Maroon Oak, we added services, moved up videos over photos, plus a few more. To do this, click on Settings, use the Edit Page option, and add and reorder tabs just the way you want to. Keep in mind that one of the most visited tabs on any page is the About one. So just like your profile, you need to make this one count too. And how do you do that? The first thing before we start on your About page is verifying your page so you can get that check mark. It reassures both Facebook and your customers that you are more legit than not. Verifying is pretty easy, usually a phone number or a copy of your tax returns submitted online. And it's completely free too. Onto the About section, make sure you use keywords clearly and succinctly. Think Facebook and Google searches here. On the other hand, share your inspiration and backstory in the story section. Now you can add team members too. The next big thing on Facebook, video in any form. Not only will Facebook show more videos in feeds, now yours are not restricted to your page alone. Just like YouTube, they are now a part of this ultra huge collection called Facebook Watch. You can search, save, and create watch lists. In other words, Facebook is taking on another giant, which is a big reason why your videos need to be here. Facebook has separate categories for episodes, lives, even what your friends like. So your live video on spring trends might just appear on the same search result as one from a much larger retailer or influencer, especially if you were live when they were looking for this info. Users can also refine searches, so your evergreen videos have great potential. Take a look at this example here. Here's a video, a live video with 424 views, which appears on the same search result as one with 50,000 plus views. So there you go, one great reason to go live. Another way to capitalize on Facebook Lives is through a product demo or a showcase. It is a more involved process for customers, and you're likely to get more buy-ins, just like QVC. You can also go live to promote a service. A service-based business can do the same thing. You can talk about customer challenges, how you can help, and why they should work with you. Yes, offer a clear call to action and even an incentive for an immediate buy-in. But don't be overly salesy or you won't get repeat traffic. A pro tip here, create a pre-streaming link for your live broadcast to have more interested people and more tune-ins. So how do you ensure that your videos get seen more and show up in more searches? The answer is details. Videos with details show up in more and more feeds. Once you post a video, you need to hit Edit, which lets you get to this screen. Once you're in the Edit screen, here are a few things you can do. Add tags, which is basically words that describe your video and make it more searchable. Also include names, which is tagging people if there's someone who's helped co-author your video or they feature in it. Add their names. Individual tags work very well. You can also enable a messenger option which lets people communicate with you right from your video. And yes, don't forget to add captions if there's a lot of talking and little text. Finally, do add thumbnail images, else Facebook might show a random clip from your video instead of the feature image that you want people to see. Now you can sell and transact right from your page. If you want to get paid for a product or service from your page, or even want an advance payment, you can set up a payment gateway for your services. Like Facebook says, they don't charge you, so there's no loss of revenue for you there. We talked about peer recommendations. Those go really a long way in influencing people. Your page has these three tabs on top, so why not ask for recommendations? Similarly, you can boost others too. When you recommend a service or a company, tag their page, which helps them right back. Even if page traffic is an issue for most of us, Facebook groups are thriving. You can create and join Facebook groups for both leads and visibility. There are groups with thousands or even 100,000 members, and there's plenty of activity on those. You can create one and join several. In fact, you should absolutely do the latter. Three things to do are: join groups which have a large part of your target audience, share content and tips, engage with member questions and comments, be consistent in posting and sharing, and finally, if you manage a group, don't forget to link your group with your Facebook page. If you are hiring, you can now post jobs for free. Jobs appear on your page and on a common listing like the one you see here. So when someone clicks, they go to your page, which means traffic and views for you. But as an entrepreneur, you can also find gigs and projects or even volunteer assignments. Workplace is a great new feature from Facebook, and it works beautifully if you work with regular clients, employees, or even virtual assistants. You can set up a different profile and share only professional details on this one if you so choose. You can also have conversations, create work groups, as well as polls, chats. Here's Facebook taking on Slack, and you can even do a live or virtual meetings with your team. Some tips and hacks here. Use the free tools and data at your fingertips to boost your reach. The first thing is use schedulers like Hootsuite, Buffer, and Sprout Social. These allow you to create and compose your posts with links, images, videos, and you can pick a posting time and frequency. I'd say space it out and be consistent so you don't vanish from your Facebook page and your audience doesn't forget you. The second thing is keyword searches. Place the keywords in the search bars, the ones you use most, and find out what shows up. Also use analytics and Facebook Insights to know a little bit about who's visiting your page in terms of age, location, and other demographics. And finally, A/B test your posts or your ads. The idea being same content, two different types of visuals or messages, and see which one resonates better with your audience. Engage with your competitors' audience because you need a share of their attention too. Also, collaborate via groups, email lists, and pods, and look for alliances and events on Facebook. And most of all, be there. Here's what you can expect by way of top trends on Facebook in 2018. The first is a growing focus on recommendations and online reviews. Today, your Facebook reviews are visible in a Google search. Not only that, Facebook is building better functionality on keyword searches and tags and making reviews more relevant for the audience. So that's a great reason to seek them out. The second is videos and lives will continue to grow their reach, become more competitive, and Facebook is continuously incorporating new features to make them more attractive and usable for their audience. The third is the rise of Facebook Watch and multi-stream content in terms of both curated, more customized, and aggregated content which will be beamed to you through different devices. The sphere of micro-influencers in business will grow, so make sure that you collaborate, contract with them, and be one yourself. The fifth and sixth are both technology related, and that is the growth of augmented and virtual reality to bring you more interesting and more desirable content, as well as the rise of chatbots to not only reach out to customers but to proactively provide service, responses, and better transactions. I hope you found this session useful. Thanks so much for watching. We have more interesting and valuable videos coming out soon. Here's a lineup of our upcoming events. Do you want to speak, blog, or collaborate with Maroon Oak? Connect with us on the web or on the top 7 social media. Thank you very much from the entire Maroon Oak team, and we'll see you soon again.